Hey there, it's Shauna with Neo Feminine Astrology. I hope you're doing great. This is your weekly astrology forecast for the week of December 26th. And this week is all about dreams, decisions, and delusions, possibly. So that's why I'm here today. I'm going to share with you a few tips to use the energy this week and a few things to watch out for as well. So this week, the highlight is we have a new moon in Capricorn on Wednesday the 28th. And so this new moon is exact at about 10:53 p.m. Pacific time. And this new moon, I really love it for this point in time, for the period right before the new year, because it's allowing you to vision what it is that you want for the whole next year, and it's really helping you to connect very strongly with your highest vision, what it is that you really want, what's most appropriate for you, and there's lots of momentum to help you to move towards that over the long term. So let's break it down a little bit. So new moon is always a time of initiation. It's the time when you call something in. And so that's really what this week is. This week is not necessarily about literally doing things. It's about envisioning and getting very clear on what it is that you want in your heart, so that in the coming weeks and in the coming year, you can move towards that at a very practical level. So Capricorn is all about all of these things of ambitions and goals and moving towards something. Capricorn is about building something. It's about the long game, the long haul, like long-term shit. So Capricorn is not satisfied by novelty or by a short-term kind of fix. So I want you to think about this week what it is that you're really interested in building. What is it that would be most satisfying to you to have over the long term? Like, think about the end of the year, where it is that you want to be. And the other part of this new moon is that it's making an aspect with Mars and Neptune. And Mars and Neptune are together in the sign of Pisces. They're conjunct. And they're making what's called a sextile to this new moon. So like, this is really supportive energy, and it's invigorating energy for Mars and Neptune. Neptune is all about spirituality and mysticism and dreams and visions, and it's a very like ethereal, visionary kind of energy. So it helps you to visualize what it is that you want, your highest ideal. That's all Neptunian territory. In contrast, Mars is about going after something and getting what you want and taking what you want. It's about having courage and the assertiveness to say what it is that you want and to actually make a movement outwards towards it. So these are kind of different, like they're kind of conflicting energies, and this is in Pisces. So Pisces is all about, again, dreaming and vision. It's got a very Neptunian kind of flair to it. So what this means for you is that this is a time to envision Neptune, what it is that you want Mars. So that's the combo of all of these. And the potential for delusion comes in because Neptune can also make things a little bit murky. Neptune, I think that in the spiritual community, it gets touted as like, oh, it's, you know, mysticism and spirituality and unconditional love and all of these really beautiful things, and it is, of course, but everything has a shadow side. And Neptune, the shadow side, is to get lost in fear or disillusionment, and to kind of like get lost in the hype of something. So I want you to watch out for that as you're planning your year and envisioning what it is that you really want. Notice where fear creeps in. And fear is not bad. We all have fear, but that doesn't mean that it needs to control your life. So I would notice where fear comes up, where you start to feel like caught up in something. Anything that feels like overwhelming in a certain way, like emotionally overwhelming. You don't need to get rid of it, but I would pay attention to it and then notice if it needs to really inform your action or not. Like, if you can still just hold the fear and let it be there and not react to it, if that makes sense. So that's the vibe of this week. It's very like a really beautiful energy for, again, envisioning what it is that you want. and dreaming about what it is that you want, and putting that into your heart, and so that you can move out into the world with it in the next year. So that being said, I have a few tips for you to harness the energy this week and to make sure that you really stay rooted in your heart, and that the fear does not overwhelm you. So the biggest thing for this week is to channel your vision in some tangible way. So what does that mean? That means whatever it is that you want, like whatever it is that you're envisioning for your next year, I want you to draw it, write about it, paint about it, write a song about it, write it in your calendar, but like ideally something kind of like playful, like something a little bit creative. That's why I like drawing or painting, even if you're not like an artist. Like no one has to see what it is that you're making, but I want you to do this because the more that you can channel this vision into something tangible, even if it's just like a pencil and a paper, like a pencil drawing, it's going to make it more clear in your mind. And like you may not even save the drawing, but like you doing the act of drawing it, like that is what is going to solidify this vision into your head, and it's going to make you more clear. It's going to give you a clearer sense in your heart of what it is that you want to feel. And that's really what I want for you this week, is to become very clear on what it looks like for you, what your ideal vision is, like the most happiest that you can possibly be next year. Like what does that literally mean? We want to channel that into action in the form of like something creative again. So like painting, drawing, you know, dance, make a like interpretive dance about it. I don't know, anything like that feels really good to you. So that's number one, to make your vision like a tangible thing that you can see and touch. Number two is to take that thing, whatever it is, and like literally sit with it for like 15 minutes. And you can look at it, or you can just close your eyes and really feel your energy, but I want you to contemplate on it. I want you to meditate with it for a little bit, because that's like the second phase of this. You're going to feel into what it is that you're envisioning. So let's say that you're thinking next year about making a job change, or buying a house or something like that. Let's say you envision yourself like doing that, and you draw the house or the job, the people you're going to work with, whatever. And so you get that, and then you're going to just sit with it and feel your body, feel your heart, maybe imagine it a little bit more. And then I want you to notice what feels really good and really exciting, and then what feels kind of like tense in your body. And so you can work with this again for like a good solid like 15 minutes or so. You can notice where maybe the tension is just fear, and then maybe it dissipates and comes up and then dissipates again, or maybe it really just feels like there's something about that situation that you need to retool. That something needs to be a little bit different. And like none of this is set in stone. The whole idea is that you're just feeling into and understanding what it is that works for you. And when you do that, then you can move forward with more clarity. When you feel that like innately in your heart, when you feel that at a tangible level, it's easier for you to move forward. And it really taps into your subconscious, is really what we're doing when you sit there and contemplate with it. So those are your two tips for the week. Number one, to make your vision into something tangible, write it, draw it, dance it, sing it. And then number two, to contemplate with it and to meditate with it. So that is your horoscope for the week. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please share it with a friend. I love getting these messages out to as many people as possible. And also, I will have the 2017 Moon Journal available through the end of January. So if you want, or until I sell out. So that is the lunar cycles through the whole entire year to help you use the moon cycles with ritual and intentions and all of that good stuff. I'll have a link below if you want to order that. And then also, if you want to do a personal reading, let me know. I'm doing those for people who want to do a vision of the whole next year. If you want to see like what planetary energy is working with you, especially the eclipses and Mercury retrogrades. Or if you just want to do like a basic check-in, let me know. I'm offering those as well. So wishing you an amazing week and a Happy New Year, and sending you so much love. and I'll see you next week. Namaste. Mwah.